Hi. I keep hearing from people that they find themselves going into bakasana or crow pose for the first time in their life in my class. And I wanted to show you how to do it too. So the crow pose is one of the poses where I first learned the real meaning of yoga, which is to be with what's happening with no attachment to actually change it or succeed in any way. So I'm going to show you a few things about it and then how to apply that to your practice. Okay? So first of all, you'll need to see the picture better. You want to have your hands so your wrist creases are straight across. You can draw a straight line from one to the other. So your hands from the front, not turned in nor out, but right up the middle. Your wrist creases straight across. Wrist creases straight across, and this line between your peace fingers straight out. You want your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. Thereabouts. Okay? I'll show you from the side. When starting, it's good to place your elbows under your shins. In front, it looks like this. So you can see my shin bones crossing over my arm bone. My elbows are over my wrists, not wider, because that puts all the weight on the outside of your hands. So keep your elbows in. From the side, elbows in. Now you can see my elbows are behind my hands, so if I took my feet off the floor, I would fall backwards. So what I want to start doing is lifting my hips up and rolling on top of my toes to bring my weight forward, and right about now my feet are feeling really light. And for a while, when I first learned, I was back here and I was trying to jump and get myself to balance, but my weight was all behind my hands. If you look up above the center of my foundation here, all my weight is behind it. So I can jump as much as I want, but all my weight's behind my hands. So what you have to do is start to move forward, and this is the point where I learned what yoga means, because there was a day where I'd been jumping and jumping and jumping and I couldn't do it, and I just said to myself, this is a good pose to meditate in. I breathed here, and when my elbows were over my wrists, I could balance. Okay? So it's starting with your weight behind your hands, moving forward until your weight's over your hands, and then you won't need your toes anymore. Though you might not have the confidence at first. So what you can do is lift just one foot and then the other foot, and you kind of tap dance for a while until you realize you don't need them, and breathe like that. If your wrists hurt, it's probably because your elbows are wide, putting your weight on the outside of your hand. So make sure your elbows are narrow, so your weight can be on your index finger mound. Practice it. Let me know if you need any help. Thanks for playing.